because I forgot my passport. Bit of a slow morning, bro. Sorry. Wow, bro, this is so cool.
Daniel's got a new toy.
Yeah, don't you think it's so funny that we now all of a sudden all want to go back to like vintage stuff and like go to like lower quality instead of higher quality? Or at least me. Fuck, it's Japanese, man. Let me see. So I actually can read quite a bit of Japanese because they use kanji, so it's similar characters to Chinese Mandarin. And the reason for that is because Japanese started off on the same foundation with the same characters. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So when I go to Japan, I can read a lot of stuff. I don't really know what it means. I mean, I can't pronounce it, but I do know what it means. Sorry.
Okay. Arigato, sumimasen. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa. I'm actually going to Japan after. I'm meeting Joe in Japan after this little China trip, and then back to China again. Alright, I have no idea how to do this. Wait, shipping, I think. Oh no, this is not it. I'm just gonna bring this to my Japan meetup, and then I'm just gonna get someone to fix it for me. Yeah, Ningbo is gonna be even more cold, bro.
Yeah.
It's already cold in Hong Kong now.
Yeah, I'm feeling chilly now.
Man, I'm like so bad because thinking back of where I came from, bro, I was riding my bike to school in the Netherlands, raining, cold, and then I couldn't feel my fingers. So for me to say that this is cold is kind of a disgrace, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Just get a coffee and you surf.
Yeah. By the way, it's been really interesting. So we've been actually ramping up the sales for Lens here. Look. So this is what we've done in the last couple of days. And what was really interesting was that we actually ended up running a lot of just campaigns with like money that we made off of organic growth. So let's say we made 100K. We then used that 100K and just spent all of that on advertisement. And then what's really interesting is that when we acquire new customers, right now we're still doing that profitable, actually pretty profitable. We hit like ROAS, well, speaking Dutch, that's how tired we are. Hit like ROAS 6, and then like increasing the ad budget. So we're spending like over $1,000 a day now. And we just acquired new customers, which is really interesting because we're just growing the brand on back of like a lot of organic kind of capital and expanding the customer base. So we could technically even break even on acquiring a new customer, so that when we do new launches and when we innovate the product, we again get like a lot of organic growth. And I'm actually, I would say one of the leading examples who's done an incredible job with this is George from Represent. So for me in the Eyewear brand and what we can do and some of the partnerships and some of the collabs that we've got coming, it's like really interesting to see that dynamic of having like a founder kind of led brand and also have that organic boost. It's really interesting. So I actually hope to like document a lot more around that too, you know.
With your coffee, mate.
There we go.
The essentials. Let's have a look at it. Where is it?
Mr. Jeff. My name is Jeff. Every time I'm at Hong Kong airport, I remember leaving my hometown for the first time and flying out here. And I actually come from a very small town. It's like an hour out of Amsterdam. And to see the skyline and see just along the size of this airport, I'd say more so flying into Hong Kong, because Amsterdam airport, Schiphol, is quite big too. Seeing that was such an eye-opener for me, and I think for a lot of people that watch my stuff and that, you know, come from all over the world, it's just it's just so good to get out there and just see what's possible, you know, because that was for me always, you know, like you just don't know what you don't know, right? So expanding that horizon, going different places, experiencing different cultures, I said that many times. I think that is something that's so important, you know. And I would have never been able to do what I do today if I would have stayed back home, you know. And the thing is, people usually get scared and they're like, you know, like, but if I leave my hometown, then, you know, I'm gonna leave all these things behind. Trust me, I've been out for 10 years. It's never changing. You come back and it's the same thing, the same people doing the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's just the way it is, you know. So if you're okay with doing the same thing in the same place, you should just stay. But for me, it's always been so good to just go different places, see, you know, all of these different parts in the world and see what's possible, you know. So
Do you miss home at all?
sometimes I think it's very comfortable to think back of home, you know, but I think that's also where the issue lays, because it is so comfortable, right? It's so easy, it's so simple, it's so small, it's so familiar, but also knowing that it's always there is a very soothing thought, you know. But yeah, I do miss more so my family. I don't think I really miss the Netherlands. And I'd say also, like, one thing at a certain level in your career, when you just do stuff and you achieve stuff, so you hit certain goals, you also just at some point can't afford to go back anytime. Like, I could go back whenever I want, you know, and like, you've earned that. So there's also like a sense of freedom that comes with, you know, taking that leap of faith and then actually, you know, doing well for yourself. You can always go back, you know, and I've gone back many times. So yeah, I more so miss my family. Yeah. Tough times never last. Only tough people last. Yeah, I'm glad. I looked if we could upgrade, but I honestly, like, this is like a 3-hour flight. I think it's the biggest waste of money to like upgrade for these flights.
Just gonna enjoy your.
Yeah.
Jeff's gonna enjoy his coffee.
Mr. Jeff. My name is Jeff.
How many times do you think you can get that into the video?
We should do a counter. My name is Jeff. Just like mid-meeting with like a Chinese partner. It's like, 你今天要讨论什么呢? My name is Jeff. I'm so tired.
And I'm a man of my word, that I got nothing at all. So tell me now, does it hurt, or it's too late, man of my love? But gotta
一个星期都没有，我感觉都是我天哪，我怎么办？我不知道跟顾说什么，所以我就跟我自己看着说，算了，我们就跟他们说我们会停合作，然后我们就自己来做，因为我们没办法。Reading a new book.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What have we got now?
Leaders eat last. Yeah, it's interesting. I think the reason I picked up this book is because I'm going through like a really interesting position where I really realized that for me, the 0 to 1 is what I'm really best at. To just get my hands dirty, do everything, get something off the ground, get the proof of concept, validate it, make it profitable, put everything in place. And right now we've got to the point where everything is at such scale that you need to bring in people that are smarter than you, and you've got to listen to them and empower them instead of employ them. To just pick their brain on how they used to do things at a much larger scale, then try and just add a little bit of a young kind of tech-savvy perspective to that, and just create new systems, create new a new foundation for them to work in, which is all done in like our own internal software versus using something like whatever Pipedrive, Salesforce, or HubSpot, you know, we're just using our own systems because we're aggregating all of these third parties into one software, combining all of that, allowing us to just manage all of this. And doing that right now, you know, for like over 100 people is very challenging. And I think the key to it all is just being good to your people and putting those systems and boundaries in place so that people don't overwork, because that is a very sad reality actually that I've had to face over these last couple of weeks, that because of not having the right amount of not even the systems, but more so the responsibility of people properly thought through and communicated, there's always blurred lines here and there where there's going to be people that take more responsibility, and that's just not sustainable. So yeah, it's really incredible to be able to onboard such expertise that I can learn so much from, which I think is a new phase for me, you know, where as a founder you just put all your ego aside. I'm not going to pretend like I've done this before, but I can work with people that have done this before and use what I have to leverage, use what I'm good at, and learn from them to be an even better leader than, you know, what they previously had. One of my main advisors always told me, at this scale you just gotta convince people that are here to come down here and take you there. And that's just what you just gotta keep doing. So for everyone watching, what does that mean to you or for you and your business at any scale? Because you just keep redoing this. Specify each step within your business. Usually marketing, sales, onboarding, delivery, maintenance are the standard ones. Once you become really big, you need like finance, HR. So for those 5 steps, just get really specific on all of those steps and work them out so that they actually can scale. So that you can speak to a client, get them to fill in a form, and you can seamlessly move to the next step versus gathering all that information on WhatsApp, storing it somewhere yourself. Just try and structure that step by step so that you can really just focus on the things that grow the business. And always focus on making money, because a lot of people always just focus so much on building out all of these systems and making it all automated and whatever, but then you have no leads. So just stress the system where you're forced to build these structures, and then listen to your clients. If they're complaining like, oh, no one's getting back to me in onboarding, or oh, you missed a very key detail in this proposal, that's feedback that you can use to improve those systems. And that's just a never-ending cycle. You know, if you ask and look at someone like Hormozi, I know people that paid the guy 25, 50 grand for like an hour consultation, and that is literally what it comes down to. Get every single step extremely clear, make sure that they are top level quality, and then just multiply. If you're outbounding to 1,000 enterprise and that's going well, and you manage to get one of them, then do that times 100. You know, it's always just volume, and through volume you get to feedback. You use the feedback to improve all of these steps, and then you just keep breaking and you just keep scaling, and that's how, obviously you grow really big. But yeah.
Man, you got so big. Since when did you get so big? Bro, this is the fucking chunkiest dog ever. When did you get so big, buddy? Hey? When did you get so big? When did you get so big, man? I swear, you weren't this big. What happened? Oh, bro, that's disgusting. Dude. Oh my god, have you seen his ass?
I don't think I want to zoom in
Bro,
on
look
that.
at it. Dude. Since when did you get so fat? It's working?
Midnight in the Netherlands, and look at all the orders. It's like 16, 19, 19.
No
all
way.
coming in. Right at midnight. Oh wow. There was like a huge surge.
Really? No way. Probably because all the emails are going out. Man, I can't believe how fat that dog has gotten. Dude, look at how big this dog is.
Hey, buddy.
哇，过来，伸手人家。
我记得第一次见他，他
他没有那么胖啊。
是的，
哇天哪，他为什么成为了那么胖啊？
喝水都胖。
我记得第一次见面他
是的
就说很笑。
那个时候刚刚来，
对呀、哎，
现在42斤了。
小姐啊，你为什么成为那么胖了呀？啊！Bro, this is so funny.
好想说，
跟小猪一样长的那个。
哇，他叫什么名字啊？
二愣。
阿愣。哇，阿愣。Man,
好想说。
trying to find where I can unplug it. Yeah. Bro.
哦，
好开心啊他。
哇。哎。
哎呦。
Bro, this dog is about to explode.
哎呦。
哇。
哎呦。哎呦哎呦。
Yeah, come on, get a little exercise in, buddy. I don't think he can get up anymore.
一脸懵。
哇，他真的成为了很胖啊！
嗯。
我记得第一次见他就没有那么
那个时候
胖。
还小，还没成年。
对啊。
嗯。
Man, this whole setting is too hilarious. Watch got the Shopify notifications ripping. Got this dog that's about to die of obesity in between now and 5 minutes. 大概进去了。为什么呢？吃的很多吗？还是？
啊，它这种狗就是会这么胖。
不会呀、
会的
我见过很多那个
啊。
中文怎么说这个狗，你知道吗？
我也不知道，我英文都不知道。
英文都不知道吗？好像是一个pug。哇。对，但是这个有一点呢，哎。
再给它减肥了，它已经瘦了2斤了。
对，我们要锻炼。
是的。
要锻炼。嗯。哇，它吃什么呢？
什么都吃，吃肉。
什么都吃。
哎，肉、狗粮全都吃，全都吃的。
哇！
你看他肯定全部都吃。
对呀、哇，你什么都吃啊，小公主。嗯。
王总嘞？
小公主。I feel like what I have to do in order to just like keep growing and keep leveling up with this thing that I'm doing. It is just giving up everything. So just like everything I have and just put it back into one idea. Go back to fucking zero, back to the drawing board, getting my hands dirty, getting rid of every little bit of comfort and just going hard again, you know. I really think that that's what I have to do.
Can you afford to do that?
Yeah, my wife's art career is taken off, so we set. Jokes aside, I really think that that's what I should do. I should just have this one idea and just put it all in. Just like take all my money, just like invest it and just go back to hustle mode and getting my hands dirty. That's really what I think. If you look at like every single big successful person, like take Elon as an example, you know, to do great things you gotta go back to square one. You gotta like do it over again, you know. That's really that's where stuff happens, you know, the 0 to 1. That's where, and to do great stuff you need to get back to 0.
What would you look to build?
I've got a big idea,
Yeah.
like a really big one, but it would be so much suffering, like it would be insane. And I'm trying to debate. It's never been the question if I cannot get to that level, like even as something as crazy as, you know, reaching like, you know, like $1 billion net worth, like stuff like that. That's never been the question. It's more so, do I want it? Because I know that if I commit to it and if I really put my mind to it, then I will get that. You know, that's just how it works, and that's how it's always been proven to be over and over again, that if you really want it, you can get it. So it's more so, I think, also a personal question with like what I'm going through and understanding if that's like really my purpose, and if I really want to swing that big, and if that problem is so aligned with who I am, what I stand for, to like pursue solving that problem at that large scale. That's, I'd say, what I've been like thinking about mostly, and it's like a layered play. So it'll be on top of all the infrastructure that I've already got access to, that I've, you know, it's going to be tied to China, it's going to be tied to China fulfillment, all of those things. Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
I bought a domain. I think I spent like 12 grand on a domain or something. Never told anyone what the name is. No one knows. Yeah.
Not ready to drop the information just yet.
Not yet. Not yet. But I had a really good friend of mine, one of my best friends, and I ended up hitting rock bottom. Ended up losing most of my money. I went to see him in Guatemala. He was backpacking there, and couldn't even pay for my own flight. And he ended up buying me a flight, which we to this day still joke about. He told me at the time when things like really, really went bad and it was at my all-time low, he was like, bro, I promise you, this is not your story. He was like, you are right. They're like, this was all supposed to happen. This is just not your story. You know, and I think that everyone who's been like, you know, here with me and that's been part of my story so far, this is not the end of my story. Like, there's like another 30 years of building, and probably until the last, you know, bits of life that I'll have, I'll be doing, I'll be creating, I'll be sharing, I'll be giving back, you know, because that's just what's kept me going all this time, you know, and what still gets me going, still keeps me going. Yeah, I spoke about this in like the previous video, you know, it's like if you feel that there's something and you can just really lean into that feeling, I just really swear that all you have to do is just keep showing up and stuff's just gonna happen, you know. It's a bumpy ride for sure, but I've always got closer to, you know, the goals that I really set for myself, and where I could feel like a really strong alignment of, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do, you know, this is what I'm made for, you know. And there's like a few things. It's got this like whole China element for me personally. It's got the creative side of things, like creating content, spreading a message, and also leaning into what I think is the biggest opportunity of our generation, and that is creating content, starting a personal brand. Those are things that I just know are so, you know, like there's almost, and again that's a little bit of a bold statement, but that's how it feels, and obviously that's relative. Everyone will have their own opinion, but to me it really feels like there is no one better to do this. There's no one more qualified to do this. There's no one who plays this game and understands this game better than I do, you know. And when you operate out of a perspective like that, you just have so much drive and so much confidence in these decisions that you don't have to always be right, but you just got to be right once, you know. And that's what's my personal experiences has really proved me, you know. You don't have to be right all the time. You just need to be really right once, and after that, you know, I've got an amazing foundation to keep building on and keep trying, you know. Fail another 100 times, and then you hit it big one time out of those 100, and then, you know, you do something great again. Yeah. We went on a little little mini podcast. 兄弟，还有几分钟啊
？4分钟。
4分钟。Man, so he can like charge this car once and then he can drive for 2 weeks. So a car like this goes for like 60 to 70,000 US dollars, and the quality is just crazy. There was another one outside there and I was like, wow, that looks like a Maybach, and it's like, it pretty much looks the same. This is a Huawei car. It's really, really crazy how good these cars are. I think it's so funny, right? Because everyone, you know, went to all the Americans came to China and they're like, yeah, make our cars. And then they stopped making their cars so much cheaper, and then they just learned how to do it. And now they just make cheaper cars of much higher quality. It's crazy. Hey, you want to say hi to YouTube? Look at how cool this car is. It's like the literal spec of a Maybach. Like when you look at the back, that is like identical to that building over there. That was like fully concrete. Like it was not built, and it's going to be open in. Actually, I think it's already open. But I think there's a new Ritz-Carlton that they're going to open in that building. And it's the tallest building in this area called Zhejiang. There we go. Man. Craziest Black Friday ever. We hit a all-time record at our company, and stress levels were all-time low, which sent like a really nice update into our like entire team chat, just saying that is the, you know, proof of things being under control and things being manageable. But yeah, wow, unreal. I'm currently on my way to Tokyo. Just going to spend the weekend there, celebrating, relaxing, and then I'll be flying back to. Sorry guys, give me a second. The suitcase is a little bit too loud. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll be flying back to China after the weekend, so I'm just spending the weekend in Tokyo. Joanna's coming as well, so we'll take it easy. I'll be hosting a meetup, and yeah, probably do some shopping, and, you know, celebrate a little bit. Just give myself a little bit of a reward for yeah, just celebrate. Alright, there we are again. I'm on my way to Terminal 1. Joe flew in from Hong Kong, so I'm meeting her here. We've had a sorry, let me just get the light. We've had a crazy big week, so coming down to Tokyo for these couple of days is honestly really nice. Just gonna do some shopping, relax, take it easy, celebrate this incredibly big weekend, and then I'll be back in China again. Really feel like I deserve this week, so that's really nice. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna film too much, but gonna play that by ear. But yeah, oh man. Oh. There we go, guys. Another one. Another Q4 for the books. I'm gonna enjoy myself this weekend. Peace. Alright guys, so I was so excited to come to Tokyo and spend some time with this one that I ended up just forgetting my luggage. So I now have to wait for my luggage. Got anything to say? Huh?